Just imagine for a second. It's a Saturday morning at 8 a.m. and you're 9 years old again. You wake up early in the morning. It's a little chilly. You get in the living room and you start watching your favorite cartoon show. Your parents are up. Your mom is down in the kitchen making your favorite breakfast. You cover yourself with your little favorite blanket on the couch and you're taking in all these delicious smells of the breakfast that your mother is preparing for you, and everything just feels right. Just right. You eat breakfast with your family and you hear a knock on the door. It's your little friends, it's your little buddies. They've come to pick you up so that you guys can go out with your bikes and start cycling and just be. You get on your bike and you guys start cycling. Going to where? Nobody knows. You don't know, and they most certainly don't know where you guys are going, and you're just being present and letting the day take you wherever it may, and simply going with the flow. Maybe you guys feel like going for a little dip in the lake or the ocean, or maybe you feel like going on a little adventure and start to explore abandoned buildings like I used to when I was younger, but it doesn't really matter. You guys are just going with the flow, and you decide to sit underneath a tree with your bikes. It's sunny now, the sun is beaming through the leaves and it's creating this really beautiful pattern on the ground, and it's a little windy and you guys are just present, and there is just this really calming atmosphere, and you're not worried about what happened yesterday or what's gonna happen tomorrow. All you're concerned about is the present moment. Hello there. It's Adrian, and I hope you're having a great day so far. And you're welcome or welcome back to the channel where I talk about my unfiltered thoughts and opinions that nobody asked for. So if that's something that you're interested in, don't forget to like and subscribe, and let's get straight into it. As you've already seen from the title, today we're going to be talking about how to feel like a kid again. I know we all remember being a kid and just having this really magical perspective on life and being so happy and present and fun and having this really optimistic outlook on life, and basically being so hopeful about the future in general. And as we've gotten older, that feeling has kind of like started to go away somehow, at least for most adults. I know for me that feeling started to kind of like vanish slow by slow without me even realizing, and woke up one day and I was just like, oh look, I'm an adult already. And being a kid, despite us being so not free, but we always felt really free at the same time, because we had our parents always telling us what to do, schools always telling us what to do, and you had to ask for permission to basically do everything, and you had no freedom at all, but yet felt so free at the same time, which is a paradox. And now being an adult, you have all this freedom to basically do whatever you want whenever you want. You have no adult to ask for permission for, but yet most people feel restricted and confined somehow, despite them being in charge of their own lives, which is again another paradox. And that's what we're going to be talking about today, and how to move on from that and start to feel like a kid again despite us being adults now. I mean, I don't know how old you are right now, but yeah, I think it's time we start to talk about that and start breaking it down what we can do now to start to feel that magic again, that hope again, and that optimistic view on life. Beginning with the first one, which is stop being judgmental and be open minded. As kids, we don't mostly care about the kind of people that we're friends with. We don't care about their economical background or I don't know, their age, their race, their gender. We kind of like just mingle together and play with people despite of who they are or what background they come from, and we don't judge each other, literally. I remember as a kid, I never really judged anyone, and I was always just played with everybody. I was friends with literally everyone, and I think that's the thing. But as an adult now, everyone is just so judgmental, and you being judgmental makes comes from you being insecure. And even scientists and psychologists have talked about how the only way to stop being judgmental is for you to stop judging yourself and start to be a little kinder to yourself, because you only are a judgmental person because you judge yourself a lot, and if you're somebody who criticizes a lot of things about yourself, of course you're going to criticize others. That's something that we don't do as kids. We literally don't care who somebody is. If we get along with them, we're going to be friends with them, we're going to play with them, and I think that's a really, really good first step. Be spontaneous. As kids, we never used to plan every single thing that we used to do. Okay, we never used to plan that at this exact time I'm gonna be going to dinner, or I'm gonna be doing some work, I'm gonna do, overly planning our days. And you need to get just at least one day in a week where you just plan nothing and let yourself be spontaneous, and basically just let yourself go where the wind takes you. Moving on to embrace boredom. Embrace boredom. Put that phone down. You don't always have to be scrolling on your Insta feed or whatever, like YouTube. Put your phone down and allow yourself to be bored. When you're bored, that's when the creative juices start to flow, and you get ideas. If you're an artist, this is even really good for you. That's when you get an idea for a song, or you start to draw something. Be bored. Let yourself to be bored. Stop packing your days with all these things to the point where you have no space to basically just sit with yourself and do nothing. There is nothing wrong with being bored and doing nothing. Put the damn phone down and just let yourself be present and be bored. You'll be surprised at how many ideas you will get during that short period of time, and how you will even get to have some time to reflect on what you've been up to in your life. So let yourself be bored. Moving on to be adventurous. Get out of your house. I know I'm guilty of this because I stay in the house a lot, but you need to let yourself get out. If you have a bike, go outside, do something, like go in the woods and go explore abandoned buildings, do something. Just go out. You don't have to go with people. If your friends want to go with you, that's beautiful, that's amazing. But if they don't want to go with you, go by yourself. Go to a coffee shop, go to a flea market. Do something. Get out there, like explore your neighborhood. Be adventurous. Get out of the damn house and put your damn phone down. You don't always have to be scrolling. Another one is to do more activities that used to spark joy in you when you were younger. I know for me, I mean, I've already said this, I used to like exploring abandoned buildings. I also like to sing and perform and act, drawing and coloring books. Those are things that I used to really, really enjoy. And I remember actually, like, I think it was like a month ago, I was actually watching cartoon. For some reason I was feeling really nostalgic, so I was watching the cartoon that I used to watch when I was younger, and I got out a coloring book that I used to use when I was like in third grade, I believe. I don't know how I still had it, but I was going through some things and I found it, and I just got really nostalgic. And I was watching this cartoon and I was coloring the book, and I just felt really, really good. I felt like I was a kid again. It was like I had a time machine and went back in time, and I got to be a kid again, and that was really, really fun. So I would suggest for you to do more of those activities that you used to do back in the day when you were younger. And lastly, just be present. Stop thinking about what went wrong yesterday or what could possibly go wrong tomorrow. Focus on the now. Focus on my voice and all the little noises and sounds that you can hear in the background. Touch your chair or sofa, whatever you're sitting on right now. Feel the texture. What can you see in front of you? For me, I can see a chair. Focus on that. Stop being too worried. Just be present. Just be present and forgive yourself. Only I didn't want this video to be too long, and this feels a little bit rushed, but I'm sorry. And that's it. That's literally it. If you guys want a part 2 to this, I might do one. I love you so much. Take care of yourself. Like and subscribe if you enjoyed it. And as always, I'll see you guys on the next one.